And we are live. So, hello and welcome everyone to yet another webinar from Board Infinity. Today, we are joined with our coach Jackson. He is going to tell you about digital marketing skills, roles, and responsibilities that are required to crack into the field and how to go into the top of the field. So, without taking any further ado, Jackson, it is over to you. You can complete with the presentation and then we'll move on to the Q&A session.
All right. So thank you so much, Ayush. Hi, guys, to all the digital marketing aspirants. So I'm so glad to have you all here. Let me first start with a small introduction of myself. I'm currently placed in Accenture and I'm working on a digital marketing role as a digital project manager. And today I will walk you through the skills, responsibilities, roles for a digital marketing aspirant that is required in the industry. All right. So let me first start with what exactly is the definition of digital marketing. So right now, as you are aspirant, it's very much prominent that you should know what exactly digital marketing is. So as you understand what marketing is, the only difference between digital marketing and marketing is in digital marketing, you are leveraging the digital technologies and media. So you have the digital technology platform and several other tools. And however, the core principle and the objective of marketing remains the same. So there is not much difference in that. However, only in digital marketing, as you understand, we are using the technologies, the latest technology to platform to achieve the marketing goals and get profit for the company. All right. So today I will go through each domain. Basically, what you see is right now on the screen is the entire umbrella within the digital marketing, within the digital marketing environment. So you have search engine optimization. Now, what this search engine optimization is, this is a subset of digital marketing. It helps you to discover your audience and how you can target them. Then you have web analytics, is how you analyze the data that's available within the internet space and then understand the audience using that available data. And pay-by-click is again one of the methods used within the digital platform. It is nothing but advertising using internet. So you have, you usually advertise offline. So pay-by-click is nothing but when you're advertising your product or services using internet. And then you have conversion optimization. Conversion optimization is how you convert your audience to buy or purchase your product or services. So that method is a part of subset of digital marketing. Then you have three major subset of digital marketing. That's social media, email, and mobile. All these three are trending right now within the digital marketing space. And as the definition suggests, social media is leveraging the social media platforms to market your product or services. Email marketing is using the email as a tool itself to reach out to your target audience. And mobile marketing, as we know, it's quite trending. Everyone has, in this 21st century, everyone has a mobile. So how do we leverage this mobile to market our product or services? So within these domain of each digital marketing, you see how the roles and responsibilities or what are the skill sets required, and then how these roles and responsibilities are bifurcated. So when we talk about digital marketing, it is an umbrella of, it includes all these core domains that you see it right now on the screen. Now, if you are a digital marketing aspirant, it is very much important that you should be either an expert on one of these, either a pay-per-click or social media or email marketing, or you should be an expert on all these. And once you are either an expert on one of these or an expert on all these domain, you are a digital marketing expert. And then the industry is something that is not, it's not limited for you. All right. So let me go one by one and explain how this, how it is significant within digital marketing umbrella. So let's start with search engine optimization. Like I said, search engine optimization is a subset of digital marketing, and it helps to improve your quality and quantity of website traffic to a website or a web page from a search engine. So if you have a website of your own and you want to promote it within the internet space, let's take an example. We take an example of search engine Google. So using search engine optimization, how do we, you know, push our own website that we have created to, market our product or services, okay, within the search engine optimization. So now, if you want to be an expert in SEO, okay, so I won't go much into the detail of definition because what I understand is you already understand the definition of each of these subset. How I'll give you the brief introduction or definition of each of these, but my core focus in this webinar will be on understanding the skill sets required for each subset of these domain, and then what are the tools required and how you will leverage those skills and tools to find the job of of your liking. All right. So now, for example, if you are very keen to get into or become an SEO expert, so you should have the following skill sets. You should know the Google tools. Google tools is available within the Google certification courses. You should be aware of the Google Search Console and Google Analytics. Google Search Console and Google Analytics gives you the complete suite of the SEO platform, how you can reach out to the customer, who are your target audience, and what are the steps of process. You will have the automatic data within the Google tools. How much was the conversion rate, how many target audience did you reach. So you have the complete data for us, and it's quite an easy platform to use within the Google tool platform. So it's a search console within the Google Analytics platform. Then you have link building. Link building is something that you should be aware of when you want to know or study about SEO. It's about how you link your website to the Google search engine. It could be any search engine, guys. So you not necessarily it has to be Google, but then you should know the concept of link building of several other websites. It could be one website or several other websites. How do you link it? You should also know the strategy behind, how and when a target audience reaches to your link using the search engine optimization. Keyword search is something very common, and you should be aware of it. For example, if I'm looking for a purchase to buy shoes, I will put two keywords, Nike, and I'll put sports shoes, or something of the specific category. So using that keyword, how do the search engine optimization will help me find the data. So you should know how keyword search works. On-page SEO is nothing but the online users who are currently, accessing your platform or your website that you want to market. So you should know that. You should also have some basic concept or idea about HTML and CSS. It's a web software, knowledge or skills that you need. You do not need like core concept of HTML or CSS, but should know minor. Technical SEO is nothing but you should know the technical aspect behind the SEO of your search engine optimization. What are the technical skills that you required behind when you're working at the backend as a SEO expert? Local SEO and mobile SEO is nothing but on the similar aspect. Local SEO is when you are working on a local site within the framework of your location. And mobile SEO is, again, it's a part of the mobile marketing campaign. And how do you market your websites within SEO? So these skill sets are required if you want to become an SEO industry. Now let's see what are the tools required to learn these. Now, for example, if I want to learn these skill sets, what is mentioned above, how do we do it? So here are some tools that is very helpful and quite popular, and it's only for specifically raised it or created it to understand the SEO tools. So you have in US and Canada and UK, it's quite popular, SEM, Rush, and Afris. Both these platforms is a complete suite, guys. So you have the entire SEO, data analytics, within the same suite. So you also have trial, so you can go into it. It's a free site and also paid site, so you can learn, get trained by yourself within this SEO platform. In India, however, it's MOZ. MOZ is quite frequently used name tool. So once you go into this MOZ site, again, it's a free site. You can learn SEO by yourself. There's a lot of training available. Uh, the training tutorials are already there in these sites, so you can follow that and then get yourself the skill sets required for MSc. All right. Other popular tools are Omniture. So these are the tools are also popular, but then something that is not being used in India. It's our Omniture, Raven, Schema, Majestic. Now all these platforms are again easy to use, but it depends on the industry to industry that they cater to. Ideally, MOZ is quite popularly used in India. However, US and Canada, it's SME Russian Afris. Uh, so, guys, before I step into the next domain, I will be talking about the career pathways. Now, within SEO or search engine optimization, you have these career pathways. Now, let me first talk about the job. Okay. Once you have the skill sets within a specific domain or tools, what's important within digital marketing is you should have a skill set of within a particular domain, and that's very important. Now, to drive you to the industry and get a job, it's very much important that you should have a specific skill set, which will be easier for you to get to target a specific kind of a job very easily within the industry. Now, if I'm a digital marketing aspirant and I have no idea about how
Hello, Jackson. So sorry to interrupt, but your voice is gone actually. Hello. Hello.
That for
Hello.
hello, yeah.
Yeah, Jackson, actually, you were not audible for quite a while. I believe from past 10 minutes, we were trying to reach out to you. But
Oh,
I
okay.
think we can hear you now. So we can, resume the session. Yeah.
All right, all right. Okay, sure, guys. So I'll start with web analytics once again, guys. So, like I moved on to the career optimization the pathway. I will explain once again when I move to the next domain of web analytics. So, like I said, web analytics, or also known as data analytics. Now, if you see yourself as an expert when with regards to a lot of data, so how do you process, collect, analyze those data? And if you think yourself as an expert in this kind of domain, this kind of job expertise, then it's something that you should drive your skills within the data analytics uh, expert. Okay, so what are the skills required for to be a data analyst or web analyst rather? So here are the skill sets. So like Google Tools, like I mentioned earlier, Google Tools is a suite of SEO, pay by click. So you have entire digital marketing tools available at one platform. So, the best thing to learn the skills of all this domain is get a certification on Google Tools It's available within the Google certification program,
Hello.
and this will help you
Sir,
gather all the.
so your screen is
Am I
not
audible?
visible. Can you please share that? Yes, yes.
Okay, 1 minute. All right, now. Right. So is my screen available? Can be seen now? Yeah. So Ayush, is my screen visible now? Hello.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So let me start with the skill set. So I left over here. Like I said, okay, Google Tools has all the data required for becoming an expert in data analytics. All right. And as I said, it's a certification course that's available within Google Tools. You can check online. That is something you require to be a data analytics and understand what is the skill set, how to become an expert in that. Then another is business acumen, problem solving skills. Now, this is something you need to understand from the marketing perspective. What is the need of the business? All right. You need to understand the problem solving skills as a marketer. It's very important that you will be playing with the data, right? So you should know what kind of data we are talking about here. Are we talking about the likeness of your product or services? Who are we catering to? The entire demographic of your customer. So you should be aware of that. Then is the data visualization skills. You should have the capability to visualize the data on how are we marketing those data to the target audience. Then you have understanding KPIs. So this is very important, guys. This skill set is rather you will find the skill set required in all the aspect of the digital marketing. Without understanding key performance index, you would not understand the importance and significance of data, and then you won't be able to process the data and then make make some output from it. So key performance index is nothing but the key matrix, like how many audience has how many people reached out to your website, how many clicks did you get. So those data is very important, and then you will come to know where do you exactly stand, and then you can make changes or tweaks based on the data or key performance index. So you should have that understanding. Then is qualitative quantitative skills. Again, qualitative quantitative is nothing but understanding your target audience behavior, or it could be the entire demographics. So qualitative and quantitative. And then is strong communication skills. That's something very important when you're becoming a data analyst, because you'll be interacting with your client to understand the data as well, right? You will be working on the data. It's something very basic that you should have a strong communication skills if you want to gather some details around the web analytics. Now, if you see yourself, in within this domain, then how do you achieve these kind of skill sets on the internet? So you have Google Analytics. Like I said, this is one of the tools from where you can learn data analytics. Then you have Spring Metrics. Now, Spring Metrics is a tool, is a platform where you can learn data analytics. It's a real-time conversion analytics. So you have, keyword analytics, landing page analytics, email performance reports. Now, landing page analysis is every website has a landing page. Okay, and as an expert of for their web analytics or data analytics, you should know which is my landing page or master page. How do audience or customers will reach to your landing page or master page? So that strategy or tactic is something that this Spring Matrix will give you those reports. Email performance reports, click configuration, like I said, click through rate and everything. So something of this Spring Matrix or this tool will be like a complete suite of information. All right, and then other popular tools is Wipro. So you can make a note of these and go through it. These are some of the web analytics or data analytics tools that is helpful to gather some knowledge around data analysis. So you can go through it, but the most popular one is, if you just learn yourself on Google Analytics, analytics, that's more than enough, guys. Something is free and simple. So you can get all the skills that's required for data analysis over here. All right. So coming back to career pathway, just in case if you guys missed the career pathway, what I explained it in SEO, let me explain for within this domain. All right. So like I explained it in SEO as a domain. Now this is a web analytics as a domain. All right. Now, if I'm a digital marketing aspirant, I should be looking into a specific domain to start my career with. I cannot, if I want to land up a good job in within the digital marketing, that would be sustainable. That will give me a learning experience and exposure. It's very important and significant that I start my career within a specific domain, and then I land up into the larger domain within the digital marketing space. That will include all the domains together. All right. So if you see yourself to start your career with, and become an expert for data analysis, then this is something you'll start your career with as an executive. Then you have something as data analyst, data specialist. Then you have data consultant. Now, till consultant is something, the agencies within the industry will be catering to. All right. From data manager to, the chief marketing officer is something that is more prevalent in larger MNCs or global MNCs. Again, like I said, in MNCs won't, if you are a starter or a fresher, or you start your career with as an intern, always start up with the agency because you will get a lot of exposure and experience. And then you move your career pathway to a larger MNC within the industry. Now, before I move on to the other domain, let me just clarify one thing. So when you are deciding your job, okay, you have become an expert. For example, you have become an expert on data analysis, okay? And then once you become an expert on data analyst, you decide your industry by yourself based on your liking and passion. So there are many industries, guys. For example, the finance, all right? There is IT industry. Then you have fashion. You have, you have oil and resources. So based on your liking and passionate, you first decide what is your industry that catering to. It can be media. It can be, film and industry. It can be, apparel, retail industry. So all these industries are looking for digital aspirants like you. So it's not necessary that, I'm talking only about IT. No, I'm talking about the entire industry, but then that industry, choosing the industry depends on your liking and passion. So if you're, you have a lot of liking towards retail, apparels, clothes, then you should start your career with for a retail industry, for a retail company, and the pathway will be within the digital marketing. So it's very important that you choose your industry very well, because industry is something your passion, your liking should be catered to. All right. It could also be FMCG, guys. So there's a lot of option you have to choose your. So, but then it's very important when you're looking for a job. It's very important to decide which industry you want to. So it's not like if I am into, my liking is towards retail, but then there is an opening in IT. I would suggest do not go for that. If you have a liking towards, because if you have a liking, you will have a lot of, you will commit yourself more to that job within that industry. All right. So that's very important. So any career pathway you choose within the digital marketing domain, first decide the industry of your liking. All right. And then you move your pathway, become an expert within one of the domain, and then you move ahead from an agency to an MNC. So that's the career pathway you should all be looking at. All right. So let me move on to the other digital marketing subset. Let's pay by click. All right. So like we spoke about SEO and data analyst, pay by click is again a subset of digital marketing, which you can become an expert. So what is pay by click? It's nothing, guys. So just to explain in simple words, it's advertising your product or services using internet. That is it. So it's not technical, something that is difficult to understand, but it's just advertising your your product or services using internet. How are you going to do that? Now, if I'm an advertiser, if I want to advertise my product or services on the internet, what are the skills I need? What are the things I need to know? How am I going to advertise it? So you should know the statistics knowledge. Again, statistics knowledge is nothing but you would get something from being a data analyst. You should know the data of your audience. Who are you targeting to? The demographic, and they correlated data. You should know your competitors, who they are. So I won't go into the deep this, but then you should know the entire statistics of your target audience. All right, the data. You should have copywriting finance. So if you are into advertising, so you should know what is how to project your product or services within the internet space. So you should have the writing skills. That's very much required. Okay, familiarity with AdWords. So you should know how the AdWords within internet works. But then mastery of landing pages. Like I said, if you are within the internet space, you should know which is our landing page. Landing page is nothing but the master page. All right, the main page, the most significant page of your product or services. So you should know which is the landing page and how you will drive your audience to that landing page. All right. E-commerce knowledge, again, e-commerce knowledge, like I said, from the word, if you see it, e-commerce is nothing but exchange of payments. All right. Like you're buying and selling products using internet. So you should have that knowledge because we are talking about advertising over here from using internet. Okay, and knowledge about customer journey. This is very important, guys. So you should have the knowledge of the customer journey, and this is not in this kind of skill set is will help you to understand the entire digital marketing user experience. All right. So what is exactly customer journey? I'll just brief you in a short, short lines. So customer journey is nothing but the story of the customer from deciding till buying a product or services. All right. So the entire journey the user go through it from deciding, okay, I need to buy this product, and how does he or she decides, and then eventually land up buying your product or services using the internet. So you should have the entire knowledge. And if you see yourself, eventually, if you see all the skill sets, you have all the skill sets, then you should go for pay by click career option as your one of the options. What are the tools required? Now, again, to understand and learn pay by click as become an expert in this, you should go through one of these tools that will help you understand how the pay per click pay per click works for you guys. Okay. Now, again, Google Analytics, like I said earlier, it has this option as well. You can go through that. But some other options, what you see it on the screen is SEM Rush. Okay. Again, it's basic. You have the basic. You will get the basic idea of how pay per click works. Then you have PPC, Entourage, and Ad Badger. Ad Badger is again a suite. So Amazon advertising, especially when you see Amazon advertising, uses these two tools on the web platform to advertise everything related to their products or services. All right. SpyView. Now, SpyView again is a whole suite. Now, but then SpyView is something very unique, guys. So what it does is it gives you the data regarding your competitors. How your competitors are advertising their product and services. So that's something you can go through and check once how it works. But I would suggest you should go through Google Ad Editor or Google Analytics. One of these tools is more than sufficient for you to understand pay per click. All right. Some of the tools, others which you can make a note of it: Optimizer, WordStream, AdWords, Google Trends, 10 scores. So all these ones are widely used in other countries, but something in India it's widely popular is Google Analytics and Google Ads Editor. So using those is something you can learn about pay per click. All right. Now let's move on to the career pathway that's available within pay per click. So if you see yourself as an expert in pay per click, okay, if you see yourself that you would love to be an advertiser within the internet space, then these are the career options that is available for you guys. So you can start your career with executive, then move on to your ladder to project manager. Now, like I said, these job positions are available within the ad agencies. So start your career with your choice of industry and find which agencies are looking for. So if you are, like I said, again, I'll repeat myself. So if you are an expert, if you are just a PPC consultant, or if you want to become a PPC executive and analyst, it's very easy to find a job, because something specific skill set, not everyone will have it, right? Not everyone will have a specific skill set that you have it within the digital space. So if you can, one can become a digital marketer, but then one cannot become a PPC analyst. Not everyone can become. So always start your career with choose your your specific expertise, and then start your career with it. Eventually you will land up, digital marketing, as a digital marketing manager. All right. So the rest, so for what you see from content marketer till the chief marketing officer, those are positions available in MNCs, but these are all experienced position. So once you are experienced, around more than 10 years of experience, you will land up to this. All right. Now, I did not speak about the salary, the package in the previous one. So let me talk about here. Okay. So when you start off your career within an agency, your package won't be more. All right. So if you're a digital marketing aspirant and you decide, you have already decided your industry, and you have already decided the expertise that you fall into within digital marketing. So for example, if it is pay-per-click consultant, all right. So pay-per-click consultant, again, it's a advertising agency role. Within that role, you will again, based on the experience, you will get a package of roughly around 4 to 5 lakhs, again, based on the industry and the size of the agency. It varies. It's not not something huge package, but then it will land you a job for sure. And second is, it will get you your prime focus over here should be when you're within the timeline of agency, when you're working for agency, your prime focus should not be money, but then you should focus on learning, because later within the digital marketing, once you move on to the MNC, so there are a lot of exposure. Okay, and the package itself goes higher. There is no limitation to that. All right. So that is the career path of pay-per-click. Then you have another domain, conversion optimization. Again, there are a group of digital marketing experts who are called as conversion optimization analyst, or executive, or conversion rate optimization. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it, but then this is one of the job roles. You can Google it. What is CO or CRO? All right. So it's very important. Like I said, become an expert in one of these domains, and you'll surely land up a job in the digital marketing category. Now, what is conversion optimization? Let me quickly just brief you what exactly it is. It is nothing but converting your target audience to purchase your product, or to purchase your product or services. All right. So you have already decided that my target audience is the youngster group between 15 to 20, and I mean, once you have decided your target audience, then you move on to how you convert those audience, those customers to eventually purchase your product or services. And then the idea that is required, the skill set that is required, all right, the process that goes into converting those lead. Okay, so that is nothing but conversion optimization. It's a specific skill set that is required, not an easy skill set to acquire, but then it's quite popular within the digital marketing framework. All right. Now, what are the skills required? So if you see yourself as conversion optimization,
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Ayush. I guess I lost you.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Actually, your voice went off for past couple of minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So am I audible now?
Yes, sir. You are audible now.
All right. So let me share my screen again.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
It is visible. Yeah.
Right. So Ayush, from where did I was not audible?
From the last slide.
From the last slide. Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh, I mean, from last couple of minutes, so you can just rewind accordingly. Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm really sorry about that. So let me start with this conversion optimization domain. Okay, so we spoke about the previous three domains. Now we'll talk about conversion optimization. Now, not everyone must have heard about this. As a digital marketing aspirant, conversion optimization executive or specialist, or also known as conversion rate optimization specialist within the digital marketing space, it's quite a popular and required skill set that the industry requires. You know, the industry has has a need for resources like this. So what exactly is conversion optimization? So in basic term, what you see on the screen is nothing but what is this process, what are the steps, or how you will convert your target audience eventually to buy or eventually to purchase your product or services. All right, how you will convert them. So within using the internet, within the internet framework. All right, so that is something uh, very specific. And what are the skill sets you require to become an expert in this? Okay, you should know the UI UX design framework for a website. All right, so you should know your website thorough. So if you are if you are a marketeer for a apparel, so you should know what kind of clothes are in which category, should fall into which category. You should also see the user experience, how the experience for the user is when he or she is adding a particular apparel to the basket. How is the experience? So that kind of skill you should knowledge you should have it. Web development and copywriting, you should have a minor of these basic idea of how you don't need to be a core web developer or a core copywriter, but then you should have a minor basic knowledge about it. Project management is something very important because it's project management is, like I said, about the customer journey. So it's the entire customer journey that involves within project management. All right. So it's from the initiation, the idea, or
Hello.
All right. Can you rejoin? Can you?
Yes, yes, Jackson, I can hear you now.
All right. Okay. All right. So let me continue where I end. All right. So I was talking about. So Ayush, just let me know once if I'm not audible in the chat, so I'll know where to stop and where to start from it. Okay. All right. Okay. So what are the tools, guys, you require to become an expert in conversion rate optimization? Okay. HubSpot. Now, first we talk about Google Analytics. HubSpot is second marketing automation platform that gives you, the entire suite of, pay-per-click, web analytics, and then conversion optimization. So you will learn and see all this data within this platform. So if you are something that you want to learn and your keen interest lies in conversion rate optimization, so this is the tool that you should look into. Then you have OnBounce, Lucky Orange, and all the ones that is listed here are the tools that you can see, go through it. It's one of the most popular tools that's widely used globally. It also depends industry to industry. Not all the industries might use HubSpot. Again, Lucky Orange, for example, is a all-in-one suite CRO tracker. So most of the social media marketing, you use Lucky Orange as a tool. All right. So you can just go through it, one of these tools, to understand how you can study or learn conversion rate optimization. All right. So let's move on to the career pathway that lies ahead within the conversion optimization. So what are the career pathways? So you see on the screen, these are the career pathways that's available as a, as a conversion optimization executive or analyst. Again, till consultant, it's an agency role, it's an agency job description. So post that, from project manager to CEO, chief marketing officer, that is part of the MNC job description. All right. So you see yourself, where do you fit in? All right. You start your career with an agency. Once you decide if you want to choose this as a career pathway, you can start your career as an analyst or an executive, and then move on to your career ladder to a chief marketing officer or marketing director. So like I said, eventually you will land up into digital marketing. All right. So before I move on to, let's open up for questions, Ayush. Hi Ayush, am I audible? So before we move on to the next domain, let's open it for Q&A.
Yeah, hi Jackson.
Hi Ayush. So yeah,
Yeah.
before we move on to it, I
Mhm.
don't want to.
Jackson, your voice is gone again actually. Hello, Jackson, can you hear me? Hey everyone, due to some network error, sir got dropped off, so we are ending the session. Hope you enjoyed it.